It's again with the new place. This is another palace today we are here with. I'm unable to see, but you can see it. Yeah.
Look at the name. Can you? And it is one palace. So this was the secondary palace of Joseon Dynasty. Remember? I think you were so cool to remember all this. So okay, Joseon Dynasty was our last kingdom. Lasted for about 500 years, from 1392 to 1910. So the Gyeongbu Palace where we've been yesterday was the first palace. It was built in 1395, and 10 years after this was built, 1405. So for the emergency situation, just in case of the invasion or some kind of fire or something happened on the first palace, they want to use this palace as a temporary palace. But the first palace was built by the first king. And this palace was built by so this palace was built by the third king of Joseon Dynasty. Third king was one of the sons from the king, the first king. So the rule to be the king before the first son of the queen, of course from the king, but of the queen becomes the king. But you know, for 500 years we had 27 kings, but only 7 followed. So it was much of the power game. So third king, he was one of the sons of that first son. So he really wanted to be the king. And he killed a little bit of siblings from the concubine. And then finally he gained the throne. Because the second king had no power after 10 years after third king right away. And he wanted to show his power and empower himself. To do that, he built this whole area.
So this was the history. Let's watch. It's huge palace in this area. Son, I cannot see the things. Yeah. Okay, so let's watch from there.
But we renovate the second building right away and use it right away as a main palace for more than 270 years.
Then you renovate that other one.
That at 1867, whereas this one was renovated in 1610.
Then, yeah.
And then again, we had the Japanese occupation period for about 36 years, and we had the Korean War for about 4 years. Most of the thing destroyed. So we started reconstruction back again, but only 30% has remained from the original. It was much bigger and more buildings here, but less building. But this is the most preserved palace among 5 grand palaces in Korea. 30% remaining. The first one, only 10%. So this is the blueprint of this palace remaining so far. Actually, this palace was much bigger, but now it's divided into 3 parts. This palace, another palace, and Confucius Shrine. For 500 years, our main philosophy was Confucianism. Have you heard about it?
Yes.
The philosophy from China. So it's not the religion but it was like the basic philosophy all around the country. Anyway, so we're gonna walk around this part. There is one garden at the back, but it's for the reservation, so we can, and it's very cold, so we're not taking that.
It is not being
area.
used as a museum?
No, just the garden, and it's fully guided tour.
No, I'm talking about the palace.
A palace, only touristic
Only
spot.
touristic, yeah.
So we're gonna visit the main building, the king's office, and residential places, and then I'm gonna give you more information. Okay?
Государство очень много влияли на политику страны. Не позволяло.
Look at the colors, the tree, and then the palace entrance, and all these other.
But now, doesn't matter. No king left. Now you can walk on the king. Where is? And after you look inside, if you turn right back facing the gate, this is the king's view. My favorite
So
view.
king was supposed to sit there.
So half with high-rise of buildings,
Very high ceiling
another half.
and then proper ventilation system. See, for the air, cooling, etc. And wooden flooring. Amazing. Now the full view of the king's office or king's palace can be seen here. You can see the trees behind, and this is the entire palace. And now the next door is for the king's office. It's exactly on the other side, which is here. Again, this complete portion. Okay, this is the portion now where king used to sit and carry out all the activities. Just behind there, that room, that is the king office. Step. You can see the king office from inside. No, I'm talking to someone. So king used to carry all the official activities here with.
Yes, right.
So he's again Sue Bin.
Lee.
Yeah, Sue Lee with us, guiding us for the entire.
창덕궁 Palace.
Chandakun Palace. The other was Gangakun.
경복궁.
Gangambuku. It's called so I cannot, pronounce properly.
Okay, you have an excuse. Okay.
Okay, so this is the office used by the king and ruled over South Korea.
It's completely men's society. So king had one official wife, which is the queen. What? Another wives, which is the mistresses. Yes, concubines. They say official concubines are up to 5, but actually it doesn't matter. So the queen lives at the back of the king, and then they live a little bit apart. The reason why they're separated, I told you about the Confucianism. That was the rule. Confucianism, man and woman has to be separated if you're more than 7 years old. That was the rule. If the rank goes higher, the rule very strict. So even for the king and then the queen live separately. And they only spend the night together only on the selected days. The day when the king can get the baby boy. So the main duty of the queen, you can look at the name, it's 대웅전, which means big delivering room. Big delivering room. What does she have to deliver? The boy, baby boy.
The prince.
To be the next king or the prince. Yes. So if the concubine gets the baby boy, if the queen doesn't get the baby boy, sometimes concubine,
Become the queen.
no, not become the queen, just get more power, the actual power.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Anyway, so and also for the queen, her main duty was delivering the baby boy, and once she get married to the king, it was about like 14, 15 years old. Because it was in the past day. She cannot get out of the palace at all in her lifetime. She has to stay inside of the palace at all. So very pity life, right? So I want to be the king, not the queen.
No.
You can have a look inside. There is a to make it easy. Okay, so first of all, this is the sundial invented by the same king who invented Korean characters. Fourth king of Joseon Dynasty on 10,001 Korean currency. So that is why we call him greatest king, Sejong. During his era, it was the renaissance of Joseon Dynasty. So every big intersection, there was sundial. It's much bigger. So first of all, the point, this point has to be face the north. Otherwise, it won't be correct. And there are two separate lines, horizontal line and vertical line. For the horizontal line, it stands for this Chinese character, which is the season. Korea, we divide 1 year into 24 seasons depending on the farming season because it was agriculture society. So like starting of summer to middle of the summer to middle of the winter. So it's getting closer to the middle of the winter. And when the summer, it goes down like this. And this is the timeline. The vertical line is the timeline. This is noon. And every long line stand for every hour. And each cube, every 15 minutes. So look, 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 10:35 something. It says 10:35 or something, but now it's 20 minutes difference. Why? Our official clock, we follow the Greenwich, which is on Tokyo degree, 135 degree. But actually in South Korea, in Seoul, it's about 127 degree. So there is an average of 30 minutes difference. In the winter, it gets shorter, and in the summer, it gets longer. So this is more accurate clock than our official clock. North Korea used to follow our own clock like 30 minutes behind, but they matched with us for the good relationship last year.
So this is the Queen Palace where the Queen used to sleep here. And you see the rooms and those residences, etc. all around the Queen house or the Queen room. These were for the servants and for the storage places. And this is specific for the this is the watch actually pointing north and all those, if you see the pointer. So this was used for the timelines and for the seasons, climate changes and those things. Yeah, and wow.